Louisiana Beer Reviews, Wild Range Brewing Company, Imperial IPA. Then it says on the side, brewed and bottled by Rockwall Brewing Company, Rochester, New York. So Wild Range is a brand, not a brewing company. Imperial IPA, India Pale Ale, there's your legal disclosure, 8.5% alcohol. Once wild, always wild. So there's like a band director with two wolves on his back being held up. Doesn't seem to make much sense. But anyway, that's kind of wild. And there's a wolf. Okay, I bought this at Aldi. It's made for Aldi. It's an Aldi brand. They say they use caramel malts and cascade and chinook hops. So they do give the ingredients. And it was introduced in 2023. It's only been on the market here about a week. And this is the first video review for this product in the world. Well, at the time of the recording at least. Sometimes I get delayed on my posting because I'm so backlogged on my videos. But my friend David was on the phone with me and he's like, look, I bought this new Imperial IPA, or he called it double IPA at Aldi. So don't buy it, we could share it. You know, you can have 3 bottles and I'll keep 3 and then you can give me 3 bottles of something else. I said, well, got bad news, I already bought it. He laughed. He's tried it. So I'm going to give it a go now. Okay, I can't find... Oh wait, here's a code. Which makes no sense. I don't know what that means. Okay. Twist it right off, twist cap. Some water vapor, smoke. Now David said his opinion, now, yeah, it's a medium head, be thicker in a narrower glass, but a medium off-white head, and the appearance is pale ale. No, this is more like copper. It's not pale. Similar to New Belgium's Imperial Voodoo Ranger. He said he thought the color scheme, they were trying to make it look like that, and that's entirely possible, or even likely, but and it's Wild Range, but that's you know, kind of an Aldi thing. But like if you look at their McGuire Stout, it looks very similar to some other more well-known stout. $7.99 for the 6-pack. So let's check it out. First time trying it, didn't preview it. He said Aldi beers to him are hit and miss. Hit or miss. I said, yeah, I agree with that. I'm trying to get this adjusted a little bit. I said, but with the price point, it's not much of a risk. You know, you don't usually get craft beers for $7.99 a 6-pack. Not these days, maybe 10 years ago. They got a new Abita vanilla strong ale, 8% that just came out, and it's $12.99 a 6-pack. All right, so let's go with the aroma here. But I will say I did get the St. Arnold Christmas Ale, and I was like, I had that before, and I kept putting it off. But I got it for $9.99 a 6-pack, which these days is good, still good. And turns out I hadn't had it since 2011. It's been 12 years since I've had the St. Arnold Christmas Ale. I thought it was like 3 years ago. It smells rich. I get brown bread crust, not white bread crust like you usually get with an India Pale Ale. Some hop resin, kind of strong hop resin. They're probably using hop extract or, you know, hop pellets. At this price point, probably not using freshly picked whole cone, you know, wet hops. Let's go with the taste. Cheers. And I think it's only sold in bottles. I don't think they do cans. They don't do cans too much at all. They do sometimes, like with the State of Brewing beers from Wisconsin, but the ones from New York, that contractor, it's almost invariably bottles. and that cider too. But then next time I go to Aldi, might have cans of this. All right. They don't give the IBUs. Okay, caramel for sure. They say caramel malt. It tastes like caramel, and the brown bread crust. High, medium body, nearly heavy bodied, and a mostly dry finish. Okay. No, it does not taste like Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA. That's a 9%er anyway, but it's not like that. That's just a different thing. I could do a taste challenge because I can get the Voodoo Ranger Imperial singles at Walmart for $2.48. That's a 19.2 ounce can. But I don't want to have to drink 2 Imperial IPAs one after the other. You know, I don't want to do it. I can just go by memory because that's too much. And I would be able to tell them apart. I know it wouldn't be a challenge. It would be a taste comparison. It wouldn't be a challenge because they're not similar. Although I am going to go look at the Voodoo Ranger website and see what they use for their hops and malts in that. Has somewhat of a tea-like quality, like tannins. The bitterness units must be pretty high here. I'm thinking probably around 60. So it's probably 3 out of 5 sugar cubes. 3 out of 5 sugar cubes. Pretty sweet. Not overly sweet, but its sweetness, the malt sweetness is there. The bitterness, it's building. At first taste it wasn't too bitter, but now it's building. It's not overly bitter though, and it's not exceptionally bitter or remarkably bitter. I think the Voodoo Ranger is more so. The Imperial. Then he was talking about the Bosom. It's very different from the Bosom. Well, yeah, it's different from the Bosom, which is a Trader Joe's. They're owned by Aldi, but the Bosom is contracted from Rhinelander Brewing of Wisconsin. So, you know, it's just a different company. And they do make a strong Bosom, a DIPA, Double India Pale Ale, 8.4. They do give the IBUs and the specific gravity on the can. It's an interesting product. Interesting product. It's not like super flavorful though. It has flavor. It's just not super flavorful. It's I wouldn't drink too many of these. This is pretty drinkable because something about it just kind of goes down easy. But you might hear that refrigerator squealing. I bought it about 10 years ago. I'm just going to let it go out eventually. I mean, the price to get it fixed or to replace whatever that is would be more than it's worth. You know, a refrigerator like that, they don't hold their value. Why would they? You could buy a new one, you know. But as long as it's cooling. It's still cold in there. I usually buy them from the Home Depot. Like I bought an RCA refrigerator. RCA. That lasted like 10 years and then went out. Then I had a Magic Chef, I think it was. You know, that was produced by somebody, and that lasted 10 years and then that went out. Now this one's been about 10 years. The Hot Point from General Electric. You know, budget brand. All right, enough of that refrigerator talk. Score on this, it's divisive. You know, like, you know, it's like it makes you argue with yourself. It's hard to pin down. unfavorable towards. It's a lot better than that Covista. Covista Mexican style lager. It doesn't taste like a Mexican style lager, and it doesn't taste good. It's a C minus really, and I would never buy that thing. It's the same price, $7.99. Never buy that. Get the true Guatemalan import from from Aldi. I can't remember the name. It's in the clear bottle, 12-ounce bottles too, not 11.2, and it's at like 5.5, 5.4, so it's like a malt liquor. Guatemalan beer is a wonderful product there. This one is good. It is good, but it's nothing great. It's so inferior to the Voodoo Ranger Imperial. It's laughable. But then, well, I can't say the price because Voodoo Ranger, I can get Voodoo Ranger cheap, like even 12 packs. Walmart, you know, they do a lot of mass-produced craft beer and some local Louisiana craft beers. But I mean, I can get that Voodoo Ranger Hoppy Pack. I thought it was $19.99, but it was actually $16.98. $16.98 for a 12 pack. I can get Tropical Beer Hug for $16.98 12 pack. Lagunitas IPA $16.98 12 pack. I can get Goose Island IPA for about the same price, but a little bit more for the 12 pack. So I can get a lot of and good prices on the Samuel Adams variety packs over there. I can get a lot of mainstream craft beers, specialty beers, if we should call them that today. But what term you want to use, for really good prices. So I've been going there a lot. There's some other stores around here that have competitive prices. You know, I'm thinking of one on this side of the highway, but they're dates. You say, man, what a price, and you check the date. Oh, went out of date 6 months ago, 4 months ago. You know, you just put it back on the shelf. You know, I'm not playing around with that. I get some good deals at Matherns too. Like I said, the St. Arnold Christmas Ale $9.99, a Beta Christmas Ale $9.99. So those are nice. All right, so I'm gonna go with 83 out of 100. It's good. I think it's subject to increase. If I revisit it later, it could go up. Doesn't seem like it's going to have a lot of hop fade on it. But I'm thinking about 60 bitterness unit. Yeah, 60, maybe 65 bitterness units. 4 out of 5 hop cones. I'm so used to the bitter, it doesn't faze me. So other people might think it's extremely bitter. Strange tea-like quality. So yeah. 83 out of 100, a B, good, and a good beer, $7.99, you know, whatever, try it out. It's your option. I have these Vienna sausages. One time somebody was throwing some shade at me saying, if you're going to review a beer like Natural Ice, saying if a person, meaning me, is going to review something like Natural Ice, they may as well just review Vienna sausage. So I was like, okay, I'll review every brand of Vienna sausage I ever find. So I found some cans of this. Chef Maxwell chicken Vienna sausage in chicken broth. Well, okay. It's got a different production code, P7375. I'll have to look up that establishment code for that poultry plant. So it's produced by a company called LAF, Agora Hills, California. I'll have to look them up. Chef Maxwell, yeah, not a prominent brand by any means, but let's see what Chef Maxwell's got going on. And I put some Rouse's hot sauce on it. Good stuff. Don't know who their contractor is. Louisiana style. Louisiana style. You know this. So let's check out these Vienna sausages. Should have cut them in half. All right. Vienna sausages are real popular in Louisiana because people like salty food here, and they maybe aren't so conscious of what's healthy, you know. These are okay. Probably not up to the Armour standard. And Armour farmer makes the great value Vienna sausages, as I found out. The pork are better anyway, but chicken, yeah. Like they say, tastes like chicken. Has a little spiciness to it. I think they said they have paprika in it. Chicken water seasoning, corn syrup solids, salt, sugar, dextrose, sugar, at least not high fructose corn syrup, sodium erythorbate, it's always good to have that, soybean oil, spice, natural flavors, mono and diglycerides, salt, chicken broth, and sodium nitrite. Okay, fine. I always did like health food. Alright, so a little bit on the rubbery side, but it's okay, you know. So that's it. So Les Allées Bon Temps Relais, a good beer. It's good. To me, it's good. And I'm going to end this review by saying y'all go to Rochester, New York, and tour the Rockwall Brewery, which, you know, it's Genesee Brewing, but they don't give tours. They have a little pilot brewery where they let you look around. But to see the actual brewery where they make the Genesee ice and the cream ale and these things, contracts probably overnight when they have extra time, you know, days when they're finished with the Genesee, and they don't show you that stuff. So thank you.